The Middle East is on the brink of a much wider war. We're going to break down who's involved.
So here's our guide. We'll look at everything from strikes in Iran to the crisis in Lebanon.
Just to give you a sense of the human cost, 826 people have been killed in Lebanon alone. All right, these are the primary players. We're talking direct clashes and, proxy battles across the region.
So this isn't just happening on the borders anymore. We're seeing direct attacks inside Iran itself. Yeah, and get this, just one strike killed 15 civilian factory workers in Esfahan province.
And Iran is pointing fingers, saying these attacks are coming from Gulf nations. That really ups the stakes.
Okay, let's shift gears. A huge part of this fight is over this vital economic choke point.
The U.S., on the other hand, is calling for an international coalition to keep the oil flowing.
So you've got two totally different stories about what's actually happening in this critical passage.
Now, the most devastating impact on civilians is happening right on Israel's border with Lebanon.
And the numbers out of Lebanon are just heartbreaking, especially when you see how many children are casualties. And behind those numbers are just gut-wrenching personal tragedies. Entire families are being lost.
Think about this. That's 1 in 5 people in Lebanon, nearly 1 million, forced from their homes.
The UN Secretary General has even weighed in, saying these forced evacuations could violate international law.
Right, so the key thing to realize is this isn't contained. The violence is spilling everywhere.
I mean, just look at this timeline. A whole series of attacks hit key targets across the region.
And get this, Iran's Revolutionary Guard is telling people to evacuate these major commercial hubs. Seriously.
With all these strikes flying around, the diplomatic pressure is just boiling over for everyone involved. So every country is in a tough spot, trying to balance diplomacy with the threat of more war. Which leaves us with the big question. As this whole thing widens, how does anyone de-escalate?